This is the Veteran Wargamer. I am your host, Jay Arnold. I am joined today by the Junior Wargamer, Joey. We are unboxing Warhammer 40,000 Kill Team, the latest from Games Workshop. As you can see, it's a pretty hefty box. It's a good, sturdy box as well. The starter set retails at $130 in the United States, and it's pretty hefty, as you can hear. So the box contents are, it's got a 208-page Kill Team core manual, an 8-page, it is cool, an 8-page Devoted Sons booklet. That is the Gene Stealer hybrid force.
The Gene Stealers will rise in this stadium.
8-page Gamma Azul 881.
What's the Gamma?
Gamma, it's one of the letters of the alphabet. And if people want to have like a science fiction-y name, they just put a Greek letter on it and call it good. 881 booklet, that's the Adeptus Mechanicus Scutari.
The Scutari!
A 22-inch by 30-inch folding game board, 36 Universal Tactics cards, 10 Adeptus Mechanicus Tactics cards, 12 Gene Stealer Colts Tactics cards, dice pack, Ranger Ruler counters, Imperial Ruins scenery, includes 20 Citadel miniatures, and this is the fun part, 10 Adeptus Mechanicus Scutarii, and 10 Gene Stealer Colts Neophyte hybrids. Well, you may be asking yourself, what is Kill Team? Well, in their description on the back of the box, it says Kill Team is a game of squad-based combat in which every warrior counts, and each gunshot,
yes, correct.
blade swing, and frantically hurled grenade can mean the difference between glorious victory and crushing defeat. As you can tell, someone is very excited about this because he wants to get his orcs on the table, right?
Correct.
Whether superhuman warriors or lurking Xenos fiends, ragged survivors or heavily armed troopers, every kill team must fight far behind enemy lines to complete missions so vital that the fate of worlds hangs upon the resolution. So, skirmish game, small figure count. I would not necessarily say entry level. I guess if you had one central member of your game group and everyone else bought just enough figures to have a kill team, you could probably not spend a lot of money. But let's see what is in this box.
Yeah.
Okay, I've already taken the shrink wrap off. Those of you who follow me on Twitter and Facebook will know what's coming up.
Shrink wrap.
Okay, so this is a pretty nice heavy gauge box. On par with like a Fantasy Flight Games box or GMT Games as far as its weight.
HD
It's got this neat, I'm not quite sure what you'd call this, just like a card. It's basically got Kill Team on one side and the box art on the other without the Kill Team. So that's a neat poster you can put up in your gaming area.
Do it!
Okay, a bag full of bases. Okay, the red sprues, there are 3 red sprues, and it looks like it's the Adeptus Mechanicus figures.
Nice.
You like those?
Mm-hmm. No, yeah. Nice.
Kind of half man, half robot dudes.
Mm-hmm. They're cyborg.
Yeah. And then there is a gray sprue with the Gene Stealer hybrid figures.
In gray.
In gray plastic, yeah. And now we've got some scenery in 8 sprues. This is pretty heavy duty stuff also. It's much thicker than the figures normally would be. And I can only imagine that they figured that people are going to be handling the terrain a little bit more roughly than the figures, so it's a little bit heavier weight, which is nice to see. Another one of those cards with the same artwork on either side.
So
a clear plastic ruler in inches.
Please.
And we've got the deck of tactics cards for the Adeptus Mechanicus and Gene Stealer Colts.
Please.
We've got looks like some individual unit cards. Yep, that's what it looks like. So looks like they've got basically pre-made characters, a deck of pre-made characters that you can use for your forces.
Okay, nice.
They put a pill-shaped base in here for some reason. I'll have to take a look at that. These
Later
must
in
be
the video.
the Universal Tactics cards mentioned. Dice, including D10s. So I'm not sure where the D10s are going to come in the rules, but the last time I remember there being polyhedrals in a 40k game was in Rogue Trader. Okay, we've got some tokens. Looks like there are faction tokens for the Adeptus Mechanicus and Gene Stealer cults. The aforementioned faction books. It looks like there's a little hobby manual also.
Here in the video,
and
you will read that.
Like I mentioned earlier, well, last thing, here's the game board. It looks pretty nice, individually shrink wrapped.
Nice.
I didn't notice any warping or anything on any of this stuff, so that's a good sign. Now, this is what I kind of had a spoiler on, not really, well, I guess you could call it a spoiler on Twitter and Facebook. In my Kill Team manual, the cover is not glued to the rest of the book. So
the Kill Team.
If
Why is
you-
there a skull?
because it's Warhammer 40,000, there's skulls everywhere in Warhammer 40,000.
Skulls everywhere. Skulls on the mirror. Skulls on him. Skulls as a helmet on my face.
That's pretty much right.
Skulls.
if-
Skulls.
If you are a 40k grognard like me, then you will remember the days of the original Rogue Trader book.
Skulls.
Okay, enough. You'll remember the days of the original Rogue Trader book where the pages began falling out of within weeks of you buying it. So yeah, I like the old Hammer vibe that GW is going towards, but this is not what I had in mind. So I do have an email into GW to let them know that this happened to me. I'm probably not really expecting a replacement. I can fix it myself. It's not that big a deal, but they do need to be aware of that. So I will get some figures together and get the scenery together at some point. I've got some other projects that need to happen. I'll probably give the rules a brief read through and throw something up on the blog and maybe have something in audio on my next podcast. But I like what I see. The scenery is definitely going to be useful for all sorts of games, not just 40k necessarily. You know, granted, it's got the pseudo-gothic aesthetic to it.
What does pseudo-gothic mean?
Not really gothic, like future, dark future,
What does-
grimdark they call it.
What does gothic mean?
Gothic, it's architectural style popular in Europe during the 12 to 1400s that this is mimicking. So anyway, yeah, I like the stuff that's in the box. I'll get some up close still photos of everything at some point, I'm sure. But so there it is. That's what we got. We're actually in a hotel room right now. We're on vacation, and Joey and I checked out a game store in Bluffton, South Carolina called Roll Initiative, and the guys there were super friendly and helpful. And so we decided to go ahead and pick up the Kill Team box from them. So kudos to them. I'm gonna go ahead and tag them in the video. Check them out. It's a decent little store there in Bluffton. So anyhow, do you have any comments? Do you like what you see in the box?
Mm-hmm.
What do you like best about what's in the box?
The two posters.
The two posters. Okay, so with that in mind, on behalf of the Junior Wargamer, as always, if the wargaming you're having isn't any fun, you make it fun. That is all.